Hello, my name's Sandra Garlick, and I'm the founder of the Woman Who Achieves Awards, and they are now open for entry. You'll see the form below, but before you do that, what I really want you to do is to watch this video and then take a look at the form and then take the questions offline. Yes, I'm asking you to take those questions completely offline onto another document because the form below does not save. This is not a tick box exercise. You really need to go away and reflect. The process I've created for these awards actually gives you value. The value for you is that it makes you go away, it makes you think about what you've achieved to date, what you're doing now, and what your goals and aspirations are for the future. I want you to gain huge value from this. As I say, it's not a tick box exercise. There are some brand new questions this year as well. So please take your time to look at them, and they're in different sections. There's sections about you. There's sections about your business. There's sections about your values. There's sections about your impact. Everything is in there. Now, I do run a few workshops throughout the process, and I'm here to hold your hand. If you've never entered awards before, these are a safe environment to do so. And I want to help you throughout the journey. I'm not a judge for these awards. I have independent judging panels who have actually gone through the process themselves. They know exactly what it's like to be sitting where you are today. Now, these awards are not judged on financials alone. We will ask you for financial information because we want to know that you're a legitimate business and not just a hobby or a pastime. So we will ask you for financial information, but that is kept confidential. The only people that see that financial information is me. Because I verify every single award when it comes in, every single entry, and the two judges that are on your panel, and they all sign confidentiality agreements. So you know that any information you disclose will not be published separately. So it's all confidential. Please be honest, please be open, because what you'll find is once you've gone through the questions, you've done that reflection piece, and you've submitted your entry, that's where your visibility journey really starts. So, my little bit of advice for you really is to take those questions offline, put them onto a Word document or something like that, and take your time completing them. But don't take too long because what always happens is around 50% of the entrants wait until the last 48 hours and then they're rushing to get their entries in by the deadline. Now, if you get your entry in early, I have time to verify them. And what I do is I email you your entry back and say, this isn't sufficient for the judges to consider this element. You need to enhance this bit here. Or I might say, you've completely missed out this question. Now, that's very hard to do because they're all mandatory. But if you've only put one line in for an answer where it says 500 words, for example, that isn't going to be enough for the judges to judge on that criteria. And they do have criteria to follow and a scoring matrix. So, what I would suggest is you get your entry in as soon as you can. Take your time offline to complete those questions, really reflect, really think about your answers. But be honest. Now, we're not looking for grammatically correct. We're not looking for war and peace. There is a guideline and word limit. And where you see a word limit, that's roughly the amount of words we're looking for. So if it says 500 words and you submit 100, you're way under there. If you submit 505 words, we're not going to count them. But please don't put 1,000 words in there because the judges will only read the first 500 and they know roughly what 500 words looks like. And the same with the other word counts for 150, 250, whatever the guidelines say. There's a hint and guideline for every single question, so you know exactly what the judges are looking for. As I said, these awards are not judged on financials alone. They're judged on your passion, your purpose, and your ability to answer the questions honestly and openly to our judges. They're looking for your stories. They're looking for how you got to where you are today. They're looking for your passion for what you do. And whether you're employed or self employed, you can still show your passion. So I hope that's been helpful, and I hope that you really, really enter this into the spirit for which it's intended. And if you get nothing else from it, you're going to have a snapshot in time of exactly where you are today. Many of our previous award entrants, you can see them behind me. This was from the 10th anniversary in May 2025, where winners from the last 10 years were invited to come along with their trophies and celebrate their achievements. Some of those ladies that are on that stage have entered every single year. And I asked them, why do you keep coming back? And they say, because we love that snapshot in time. We can look back at previous years and see how far we've come and what we've achieved. And it's a really good reflection piece. Now, I know, and the judges know, that 2025 has been a bit tough in places. And you may feel you can't enter because you're feeling that you haven't achieved anything this year. You might have had a dip in your revenue. You might have had some challenges that really set you back. That doesn't matter. All the judges want to know is what happened and why, and what you're going to do to address it. So don't feel because you've had a dip or a setback, or you've maybe pressed pause for a while, that you can't enter. Everyone is welcome to attend my awards. Everyone is welcome to enter my awards. So if you believe that you fit the criteria and you would like to enter, then please do so. Oh, and the other thing, there are absolutely no categories. There are no categories because I felt that people were constantly trying to shoehorn themselves in to fit the category. Why would you do that when you can be the incredible person you are? So we're inviting you to be exactly you and nothing else. And you're judged on your own entry. Each entry is judged by our judges against itself. We want you to make the judges say, wow, that's how they pick the winners. But not everybody can win an award. And even entering, we make sure that everybody who's in that room, and there were 300 there on this particular day, everybody in the room gets their moment on stage. And I facilitate that throughout the day. So if you're looking to gain that extra visibility and you want to go on this journey, then I'd really encourage you to enter. Any questions? Just get in touch. Or why not join the Let's Get Visible community and you can ask away to your heart's content in there. And I'll be in that group with lots of information in the run up to the awards. Now, I don't want you to miss the deadline. The deadline is strict and it's never extended. So remember to check those key dates. Make sure that you're available for the online interview date. So many people say to me, well, I didn't block out the date because I didn't think I'd be a finalist. Now, it's only a short 10-minute interview, but wouldn't it be better to put a marker in the day just in case? Because we had 8 people that didn't turn up for their interviews last year. That's wasted 8 finalist slots. So that's why we ask you to check the dates first. Now, attending the awards on Friday, the 8th of May is not mandatory. However, you will miss out on a fantastic experience. You'll miss out on the photography because everybody gets their photograph taken and you get that photograph afterwards. You'll miss out on the videography. Watch the video below of last year's awards. So, as I say, if you've got any questions, come into the Let's Get Visible community. I'm Sandra Garlick and I would love you to enter and I can't wait to read your entry.